Hello.
Hi. I'm looking at myself. Damn it.
Hello!
We are Annie and Konstantin.
And you're watching another episode of...
Updates.
In our constant strive to improve our format, we decided to try two things today, and this one is to crank up the light all the way up so our videos aren't as murky. And the second thing is we want to try to put things on our heads. What do you have to tell to our viewers, Annie?
I'm not really speaking yet. I'm just pondering what I should say to our viewers this week.
Well, you did work on the Depression Anxiety Life Hacks script.
I did work on that. There's actually going to be 2 parts to the second episode. And I'm very excited about both of them. And I'm very excited to start shooting them. In fact, I'm so excited that I might wear this hat while we shoot them. Or I might not wear this hat while we shoot them. And that's really all I gotta show for myself.
Well, it's more than I have to show for myself because, again, I didn't get around to do anything for K this week. But I hope I'll get to work on Le Mocteur in the next couple of days. And finally get that rough cut done. The thing is, as much as we love art, you can't plan it. And being the non-committed free spirits we are, has a lot of perks. But stability and being able to plan far into the future isn't one of them. That's why it's been kinda hard past couple of weeks. But I feel like I'm on the right track to get back to art again, and I'm really looking forward to it.
Me too.
So what did you learn this week, Annie?
I learned not to walk outside without a hat in November. Even when it just now turned November. Just doesn't work anymore. In October you can pull off walking around without a hat at 2 in the morning. In November you cannot. That is not my epiphany. Do you want to go first?
In the last couple of days, I've been talking to, I'd say, a few other free spirits, friends of my generation, and they are kind of facing the same challenges as we do, except they don't make a weekly vlog about it. But it's hard, especially in the beginning, even though it doesn't look like that for us or for me. We are actually at a pretty good place, even now, even while we don't have money and head full of ideas. But shockingly many of our peers lack them or lack the perspective. I don't know, I can't put it into words because it's not like their fault or something. It's just, this is how it is, and we're actually lucky. We are the lucky ones because we kinda have an idea for whatever reason. It's not like because we're especially awesome. It's because we're pretty awesome, but mostly it's because we got lucky in the way that we're not alone. We have each other in the way that there's already one person who believes in the same thing. Mm-hmm. And this helps tremendously being an artist. Because being an artist is all about self-doubt. It's all about not knowing, am I doing the right thing, because never being sure. But having a partner, somebody on your side who feels the same way or has the same creative ideas, it's a tremendous bonus. And this is a thing we need to be aware of, because most or many artists don't have that. And you need a tremendous drive to be an artist just from yourself. Amanda Palmer, for instance, she had a band, and many other artists, musicians, they are in some group. Well, I think that's the whole point. It's harder making art alone, and if you found somebody who is artistically like-minded, you need to be aware of that and try to make something of that collaboration, something like that. Art is hard, but it's easier with somebody like-minded.
I love you too, boo boo. I think my epiphany this week has been also about art, but more about the time issue. People love to tell you that if you really want to make art, you will make art no matter what. You can live under the shittiest conditions and you will still make art. You know, you can make art while you're doing 28,000 other things and leading a full life because you really want to and it's your passion and all of that shit. Which is true, because you can. You can make art basically under any condition because you can define art very, very loosely and you can work on art at all times, but art still takes time. If you want to write a novel while raising 8 kids, working 40 hours a week, and, you know, doing other things, it's gonna take you a really long time. If you want to write that novel faster, you're gonna need more time. And I think that's what I've been learning in the course of, you know, working for money and being an upstanding citizen of some kind, is that it cuts back on my time for art, and that cuts back on my productivity. And the whole you can make art no matter what thing also has a lot to do with making time for art, making time for the things that you want to do and that you believe in. And that's something that's very, very difficult in our society because you got to make money and you got to contribute and you got to pay your taxes and you got to, you know, do all of the things, but you got to fight for it. And you got to make what you believe in most and what's most important to you your top priority. And you got to fight for it. And I think that's something that I am just now learning because I tend to be bad at prioritizing because I get very wrapped up in projects and I get very bad at saying when. And right now I'm saying when because I got a head cold and I'm tired and I really miss art and I really miss doing all of the cool things that I want to do. So I'm going to carve out time to do that again. So that next week I have things to tell you guys, which is not my main motivation, but a nice perk.
Now for the...
We need a random bit.
Yeah. We could ask people something and ask them to write something in the comments.
That's daring.
I think we should totally try something interactive.
We could ask them what things we should put on our heads, but that is going to go very wrong.
What was the last piece of art that made you go, So tell us in the comments. We're really looking forward to read and to check out the art and maybe also go, Hello!